This thing on. I would just like to start by saying Eminem Houdini is fantastic. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we're talking aquatics. It was time to revamp this list. It's been a while. I've been having a few people here and there asking when I was going to revamp this because naturally, since the last time I did it, I've had a few things come into the collection. So we've got some that really, honestly, only like one, maybe two repeats from the last time I did this. It's a lot of new stuff. It's a totally revamped collection of what I believe to be some elite tier all-star level aquatics for you to check out in 2024. Starting with one of my personal favorites that has a green woody tone but still has that breezy saltwater feel to it. It is Costa Azzurra Eau de Parfum from Tom Ford. You're not going to see this one get a whole lot of love from a lot of people, which is a shame because it's an amazing fragrance. It really is. Now, the Parfum I do prefer slightly, but that's more wood-based. It's more about the oak note, whereas here you get more of that breezy, salty, aquatic type of smell. Man, this is beautiful. This is my favorite Tom Ford fragrance DNA. I love the Aqua flanker, like I said, the Parfum, the Eau de Parfum here in the signature line. Just beautiful stuff. Great performer, above average in that 8-hour range in longevity, and doesn't smell like all the other blue aquatics out there. You're going to spend more on this one, but I feel like you're going to stand out a bit more as well. Again, that's Tom Ford's Costa Azzurra. I think it's just not right to have an aquatic video without Versace Man Eau Fraiche. You got to have this one. It's a must. I think everyone needs to have it in their collection, or something that smells like it. An Armani Aura Fresh, a Kenneth Cole Blue, something, Chrome Sport. You need this DNA. You need it. Yeah, I said need. Everybody does. Because it's that good. That sour, bright citrus, mouth-watering, watery, aquatic, clean musk. There's a little hint of some fresh spice to this one. All-time great compliment getter. Great on a hot summer's day. The aquatic tones here really kind of juicy up those citruses, if you will, even though you do have that sour citrus from the star fruit in here. This is just such an all-time great modern classic when it comes to fresh for the summer, and especially something that's got a nice aquatic tone to it. It's Versace Man Eau Fraiche. One from Mancera that's bright, airy, watery, fresh, loads of citrus, very watery aquatic. Fits the topic perfectly. It's Soleil d'Italie from Mancera. Soleil d'Italie, Soleil d'Italie. It's one of the two. One of the two is correct. But point being, this kind of gives off a similar vibe to Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. So much so that I actually did not include a Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue fragrance for the first time in this particular video. I could have. I love that line. You can't go wrong with any of the flankers, but this is a great representation of that style. While not smelling exactly like the original Light Blue, it does give off a similar feeling and does the exact same job. I would wear them in the exact same situations. Beautiful, soft creaminess, bright, airy, watery, juicy citrus, not too fruity sweet. There's a soft musk. It's not heavy on the woods. It's not real warm and ambery. It's just a beautiful, sensual, watery fragrance for the summertime with above average longevity. It's Soleil d'Italie. I'm so excited to add this back into the fold. I'm finally able to finish off my 30 ml after all these years. I kind of just been putting it off with getting another bottle. So the last couple of nights out the shower, I've been wearing my 30 ml, but Mont Blanc Legend Spirit. You know, this has been hyped to death over the years. I get it. Like, I don't think you can watch one of Jeremy's videos without seeing this fragrance. He loves telling people to get this one. Honest to God, it's incredible. Juicy grapefruit, super freshwater aquatic. It's not super salty, but there is a little bit to it. Woodsy, musky, above average performance. I get like 6 or 7 hours out of this. It's nothing crazy strong, but it's not weak either. Man, you can still get it for a really good price in the vein of old formulas of Invictus Aqua or the 2024 that I can't get my hands on yet. But Aqua 2016, it's a really good fragrance. It's justifiable hype in my opinion. I paid a little over $30 for a boxed tester, has the tester sticker on the back. Their testers come with a cap, so I'm good with that. But in the $30 to $40 range, this is one of the better aquatics money can buy. This is a compliment factory. I mean, there's no guarantees people are gonna tell you smell nice, but it's heightened when you're wearing fragrances like this. This is some really good stuff. Small Legend Spirit. One of the freshest fragrances I've ever smelled in my life. It stays just as fresh in the opening all the way through the dry down. It is Xerjoff Mefisto Gentleuomo. So in the vein of a Silver Mountain Water, not as much as regular Mefisto, which is more of this shade of blue than this kind of watery aquatics color. This is more of like a sky blue. But this is also extremely musky, fresh, watery, super aquatic. Super, super clean and fresh. And I mean mega fresh. One of the freshest fragrances I own. It just stays that way from start to finish. A metallic aquatic that doesn't have all of the floral heaviness of the original Mefisto. There's still a little bit of it present, but this is just intensified watery notes. Like I said, super fresh, super aquatic. Great performance too. This one's every bit of 10 hours on my skin. It's very strong, attractive, refreshing and cooling on a hot summer's day. A little bit pricier than some of the other ones in this video, but I kind of mixed it around. There's budgetary spots for everyone, from super affordable cheap to slightly more expensive niche stuff, such as Mefisto Gentleuomo. You can still find bottles popping up at discounters. It was a limited edition summer release last year. It's one of the best summer releases as far as limited edition designers to come out in a while. This is Boss Bottled Pacific. This has a beautiful, beautiful fresh lemon, salted coconut smell, super sea breeze aquatic. This is ankle deep, standing in the water on the beach. Get a little bit of sunscreen to it. That salted coconut, oh man, it's so good. And it fits the color of this bottle. It's a watery, salty marine aquatic with coconut and lemon. It's sunscreen, lemon, salt water. It's beautiful. It smells nothing like Boss Bottled. It's a standalone fragrance. It looks cool because of the color scheme of the bottle and everything, but I don't smell Boss Bottled, Boss number 6 at all in this fragrance, but who cares? It smells incredible. If you can find the 100 ml or the 200 ml, doesn't matter. It's actually a decent performer as well. It gets around 6 hours in longevity for me, for as fresh as it is. This is such a beach summertime vibe. This is a great one. It's Boss Bottled Pacific. Honestly, you could have any one of the flankers here, but I decided to go with the original because it's the base DNA for all of its flankers, right? It's Bvlgari's Aqva Pour Homme. Seaweed, salt water. Great performance. I've heard people say newer bottles like this don't perform well. I get 8 or 9 hours out of this. I don't know about you. Even if you get 5, you're probably only awake for like 15 or 16 hours of your day, right? 5, 6 hours is still pretty good. Refresh if you need to. But there's also a lot of people that get the kind of performance I get out of this. Some people get even more. I've heard people tell me they get 10 or 11 out of this. I don't get that, but I get every bit of 7 or 8 hours out of this fragrance. Saltwater aquatic. It's one of the greatest designer tier, synthetic, highly synthetic, unnatural smelling saltwater aquatics I've come across. It deserves a spot. I mean, it's goated in many ways. So that's why I went the route with this one, because technically, even more of a breezy aquatic would be the marine flanker. Really, that's kind of the most aquatic one of the bunch, but this one's a little heavier on the salt and the seaweed versus the citrus and the ozonic notes. So this one just felt right to have. If you've never tried this one and you like aquatics, you're definitely missing out. It's Bvlgari Aqva Pour Homme. Now, this potentially could be a controversial pick for some of you. I did spray this on my hand last night when I gathered these fragrances. I call it the highlight reel, because if you've smelled one, if you like one, you'll probably like this one because it smells like all of them in the line. It's the new Invictus Parfum from Rabanne. No longer Paco Rabanne. It's kind of weird, but it is what it is. This one is salty, warm and ambery. It's herbal. It's bubblegum. It's aquatic. It's soapy. It's very soapy. It's got a darker resinous feel. There's sweetness here. It smells mostly like the original mixed with the Legend flanker. Then you get some intense. You get plenty of Invictus Aqua in here. You get a little bit of platinum. I've had people tell me they get Victory and Victory Elixir. Basically all of them. That's why I call it the highlight reel. Great longevity, not super suffocating projection, but present, pronounced, not overwhelming early on. I would say average kind of projection with, kind of average sillage. I'm a fan. This is one of my favorite designers released this year, hands down. Top 3 designer released this year for me, at least top 5. I got to really give it a little thought, but I love this one. It was hard for me to not put this in the list. Because more aquatic, yeah, Invictus Aqua, of course, the most aquatic one in the line. But this one does a little bit of everything that every Invictus fragrance does. So, I don't know, it just kind of felt right. Does a little bit of everything that every Invictus fragrance does. So, I don't know, it just kind of felt right. Invictus Parfum. Now here's one that I myself plan on revisiting this summer. I haven't worn in quite a while. It's a Blueberry Aquatic. It's Ego Stratis from Juliette Has a Gun. Not one you hear too many people speak on. This, think about that, blueberries, and then it's a bright, watery aquatic. This stuff's really good. Soft, powdery, there's a little bit of florals here, clean and musky. I do think it leans a little masculine, but honestly, anybody can wear it. I would say it's more so unisex with a little bit of a masculine tinge. But think about that, Blueberry Aquatic. When's the last time you heard that? Makes it for a unique experience, right? Ambroxan, things like that, the shower gel feel. It's a kind of upper tier designer quality is what I would say. It's not the most natural smelling fragrance. It's not high level niche, but you can also get this one well under $100 from discounters for an above average performing, above average quality. That's why I say like upper level designer, because there's synthetics and Brox and stuff like that. But it's good. It's really good. That's the key takeaways here. Aquatic notes, blueberry, soft, powdery, and musky with Ambroxan. If you like Ambroxan, which I very much do, you'll probably like this. It's worth giving a try. Ego Stratis, Juliette Has a Gun. Another new release for this year that, honestly, it's my second favorite in the line. It's my favorite version of this. There's 4 versions of this particular Acqua de Joe flanker. Some of you know where I'm going with this. It's probably in the thumbnail. We're talking about Profondo Parfum in the Acqua de Joe line. This is my second favorite Acqua de Joe fragrance behind Profumo. I quite like it. I personally classify it as an amber aquatic because it's warm ambery and resinous, still salty, sea breeze, fresh, citric, loses the green notes and the mineral notes from the original, which I've seen people complain that they prefer that. I don't find it's as scratchy synthetic. It's warmer and smoother and more refined. It's the polished version of Profondo. I love it. I absolutely love it. Great performance. They brought the magnetic cap back. I mean, for me, I don't know what's not to like, but I mean, everybody feels different. You know, I get it. Everybody has different tastes, but man, get your nose on this one. For some weird reason, it's not readily available at department stores here in the States. Kind of weird. There's a link down below where it's in stock from Fragrance Buy, but I don't know, it's phenomenal. Find a way to sample it. Check it out for yourself, because it might be that aquatic you're looking for this summer, because I think it's fantastic. It's absolutely one of my favorite designers released this year, just like Invictus Parfum. It's Acqua de Joe Profondo Parfum. Next is a nice affordable option that's in the vein of a YSL Eau de Toilette, but more saltwater aquatic. It's got this iodine salty note. This water lily accord really makes it very watery. It's musky, it's citric, it's great, and it's cheap. It's John Varvatos XX Artisan Teal. Doesn't it just look aquatic, breezy, summery, and marine? This wicker wrap with this seawater kind of color, teal aqua. Man, it smells like it looks. I love recommending this one. I love wearing this one. You can get this for around $40, $35 to $40-ish dollars. Forgot exactly, for this 4.2 ounce bottle. This is one of my favorite John Varvatos fragrances. I think it's my favorite Artisan fragrance behind Artisan Blue. Yeah, because Artisan Blue is an all-time great for me. It's my favorite spring fragrance. But this, one of my favorite summer fragrances, let alone one of my favorite aquatics. You'll notice a theme to this, saltwater aquatics. They really do the trick for me. And this is a great affordable option if you like stuff in the vein of a YSL without all the sweetness, but want an aquatic twist on it. Check out John Varvatos XX Artisan Teal. Are you looking for the perfect light blue fragrance? For me, it is. Not everybody's going to feel the way I feel. It literally launches tomorrow. Pre-sale ends tomorrow at the recording of this video. It is my favorite fragrance in my collection, made and produced by my dear friend George Zaharoff. This is Signature Seraphim Blue. It is the 31st of May at the recording of this. Pre-sale ends and launches on June 1st. Samples will be available starting over the weekend or Monday, something like that, because everybody's been pre-ordering. Had this bottle for about a month. Knocked down a nice dent on it. I wear this one often. Wintergreen Fresh, centered around eucalyptus, cypress, and lavender. The apple really doesn't play a prominent role for me. A soft, powdery iris feel in the heart. Creamy, clean musk. The olibanum here doesn't really make it smoky. The marine notes give it this salty sea breeze, aquatic nature to it. It's a light blue with longevity, and it's a unique light blue at that. That's the funny thing, because it's centered around eucalyptus and the signature Porum DNA. Man, Claude Deer created a masterpiece. Get a sample of this one. Don't just blind buy it because I'm in love with it. Again, the dent doesn't lie. I love wearing this fragrance. Those of you that watch my weekly rotation, you've been seeing it. And then leading up, before I was able to do the review and could show you guys I had the prototype bottle, I had been wearing it for about 2 weeks. I've been wearing it pretty heavy, doing some rigorous testing to get ready for the review because, man, I love this fragrance. I had to include it. I had to save it the best for last because, yeah, it's the best. I have no qualms saying that. I don't care who wants to call me what kind of names. Not everybody's going to feel the way I feel, but some people are going to absolutely love this fragrance. You hear me? So, Zaharoff Signature Seraphim Blue absolutely deserved a spot on this list, and with it being my favorite, it deserved the last spot. Seraphim Blue. Well, that's my 12. All-star level, upper tier, upper echelon, elite tier aquatics for you to possibly check out this year for summer 2024 because it's around the corner. For most of us, it's already summer weather in the 90s, high humidity. Time to pull out those aquatics. And until next time, do me a quick favor, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe because I do appreciate all the feedback and I love hearing from you guys. What are some of those aquatic fragrances in your collection you're looking to pull out this year? It doesn't have to be new stuff to go buy. It's stuff you have that you've been eagerly waiting for the appropriate season to pull them out. Let me know down below. And until next time, I will say if you get your hands on any of the 12 we discussed in this video and you give them a spray now, you might end up thanking me later. Have a good one, guys.